All right, hi everybody again and welcome. So as I was talking earlier, or in earlier videos, I bought a couple new tractors here. The biggest one, or the first one, is 1965 International Farmall 656. It's a gas. It's a C263, I think, engine. Yeah, C263. I got the torque amplifier and 5-speed transmission. Nice little tractor, about 65 horsepower roughly. I gave $2,900 for it, and I've actually bought it to resell, but I think I'm going to get rid of one of my other tractors and keep this one because I think it'd be better suited for us around here with the wide front and kind of high clearance. It'd be a good tractor for baling and for my disc and all that. It covers about 2 feet, foot and a half, 2 feet on each side with this 8.5 foot disc, so I think it'd be good for that. I got the factory International 3-point hitch on it, even had top link and everything. So I think I did pretty well for that price. It runs, there are a couple little things. There's a little leak on the remotes back there, which I'll show you in a minute. And I got the cowling and everything tore off it right now because there's these 2 power steering lines. They're actually leaking. I just had these made up at Napa. They're leaking right here in the swivel for some reason, so there's no way. I tried tightening them. They're as tight as they can go, but they're the original ones. So like I said, I went down to Napa down here in Kent and had these made up. So I'm going to throw those. I was working on that, and my wife come out here and wanted to do a video on this all of a sudden. So, so I had it all tore apart, but I can still start it and everything, which I'll do in a minute. So it's a pretty straight tractor, original. And I got the little toolbox, which I already cleaned out and put some safety pins and all that in it. Got a nice step. I mean, that step there, I think that's a that's an M&M manufacturing. I mean, those things are probably $300 or $400 for a nice heavy step like that. So pretty good, halfway decent rubber. Grill ain't all tore up here. Like I said, I pressure washed the front half of it because there was actually a leak over on the other side, over here where the valve rods are. This cover right here, there's you can see it right here. There's the gasket's blown out. Actually, I just broke it off. So I got a gasket set here. I ordered. Just went ahead and got a head gasket set for it for like 70 bucks or something. Got the whole gasket set. So I'm gonna put that on today and get that leak taken care of, and get that leak up there taken care of, and that's pretty much it. Then if it's dry tomorrow, it's shining right now, but if it's dry, I think I'm gonna go down there and disc the other property tomorrow afternoon after we got some other stuff to do in the morning. So yeah, front end, this was all, had grease all over it and everything, cleaned all that up. Everything, it actually has a set of wheel weights on it as well on the inside, so kind of picked those up, but I think it had a weight bracket on the front, but it looks like they stripped those off of it. So seat's in pretty good condition. Probably have to get a steering wheel for it and all that, and a steering wheel cap. But guys, this the front of the engine up there, kind of look. You see how this all greasy and nasty and black and everything. That engine and all that actually looked like that too before I used this cleaner here. I'm going to show you. And I pressure washed it. Yeah, a couple months ago, or before, right there in the middle of winter, we had a Super Clean. They actually sent us a little care package with a couple products to try out. I used this foaming stuff on the engine, and I just got a regular, just a cheap pressure, gas-powered pressure washer, 3,200 PSI or something, and with no heat, just cold water. Sprayed this. I put some engine degreaser on there, let it kind of soak in. Then I put this stuff on it about a half hour before I pressure washed, and hit that. And like I said, that it looked like that back there before, and all this was all black, and it did a pretty good job of cleaning all that stuff up. So just going to give them a shout out because I appreciate the product, sending us the product to try out and for free and all that. So we're able to throw that in there. So, but yeah, pretty straight little tractor. I'm gonna put some new finish on this and bring this color back out. I'm not gonna paint it or anything. I'm just gonna leave it how it is. Pretty good original tractor, I think. And like I said, 65 horse. It's kind of high. I think it'd be a good addition for us here. So yeah, again, I think it'd be a pretty good addition around here. So we're going to start it up here and see what it sounds like before I break all these hydraulic lines and stuff loose here. Everything's, like I said, I was getting ready to take them off, but stopped on that. A little cold. So yeah, pretty smooth running tractor. Yeah, I'm gonna go through still, and went down to Napa. I got a distributor cap for it, rotor button, points, and a set of plugs. The wires on it, the plug wires, are actually pretty good condition. So I mean, they look fairly new. So I'm not gonna mess with those. But I'll just go ahead and do a tune-up on it, put those gaskets on, replace those hoses, and I'm gonna go ahead and run it for this year. So I think it'll be a pretty good tractor. So that's this one. The second tractor, I bought this tractor purely just to resell. I got a pretty good deal on it, I think. And I bought it just to do a little bit of work on and resell, because I mean the market's pretty hot right now with shortages and all that. There's not a lot of tractors are hard to come by right now, so there's kind of bringing a premium for something, or they are bringing a premium for these little tractors. So this is a little Ford 1300. It's about 18 horsepower, I think, little 2-cylinder diesel, made in Japan. It's mid-1980s, I believe, manufactured. It's got a 4-speed range and a 3-speed main box. It's got two shifters there, so it's got a total of 12 gears, 3 reverse. I got the R1s on it, narrow R1 tires, power steering. Does have, I mean, the grill and everything's pretty straight, but evidently somebody dropped something on this side or something. But I'm gonna take this hood off, straighten that up, and put a nice little, clean it up, put a new paint job on it and all that. Little fender's a little bent up there, so I'm gonna straighten that up, paint that as well, and paint this rim. I think they must have had calcium or something in this tire because it's a little rusted. So take a wire wheel and clean that up and paint that as well. So, but it's got the full 3-point hitch. Actually, it has the top link too, but I took it off and put it in the shop in there. So not a bad little tractor. I think we'll do all right on it. So get it cleaned up and get it out there for sale and see what happens. But they sound kind of funky. It has glow plugs and all that, and you have to usually use the glow plugs to start them. But it's a fun little tractor to drive around. It's like a little toy. So. So just another project, and maybe make a couple bucks on it. So you don't usually see power steering on tractors this small. Does have block heater and everything else. So both these came out of Wisconsin, and I bought a couple other items too, which won't go over right now because one of them's I bought another baler. I bought a matching baler to my Massey Ferguson 12, and I was buying it for parts for mine. But actually it's a better baler, so I think the other one I had is going to be the parts baler, and this one's going to be the one we use because it's pretty well ready to go right now. So I mean, there's a couple items that were better on my other one that I'm going to take off, and then I've got kind of a plan in my head what I'm going to kind of strip this other baler down, and I'm wanting to use the frame for something else, which would be a whole different ball of wax we'll get into at another time. Bought a gravity wagon and running gear up there, and then I bought that little grain cleaner there too for to run our rye and wheat and stuff through to clean, because we planted some naked oats and rye and all that. But we planted some naked oats this year, and you know, there's kind of a market for that in the Asian community and whatnot. So we're gonna combine those with our all crop combine, and this year when they come up, they're growing pretty well now. I got about 2 acres of those out, and then we'll run them through that and clean everything out and then bag that stuff up. So that's pretty much it in the nutshell here, guys. That's what we got going on. So again, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Then you know, hit the bell for the updates. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And like I said, on this channel, you always know we're doing the farm stuff, farm equipment stuff, working on tractors, little farm projects and all that. So if you're interested in that, like I said, subscribe and hit the bell for the updates, like us. And then if you're interested in the trucking stuff, we have the other trucking channel that we kind of started out with. So if you're interested in the owner-operator, Landstar stuff, trucking and all that, working on trucks, that one, like that one behind me, you can check that channel out as well. We'll put a link there in the description for the other channel. So again, thanks for watching, thanks for the support, and we'll see you next time.